civil wars rage, her courage and wit, far beyond her age, at Combahee raid. Her legacy was cast, 700 slaves freed, their chains at last unfast. In Auburn's quiet, her final years did
I hope you guys are hearing me.
for women's rights and freedom. She stood fast. Oh, freedom's guiding light through the darkest night. Moses leading her people to the fight. Across the river into the morning light. Harriet Tubman, our eternal guiding light. Oh, 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 oh.
Just checking, making sure you guys are hearing me. Well, hopefully you guys are, because I'm not sure. So it's just a vibe, you know, it's just a crazy vibe.
In the shadows of Seattle, under rain's endless battle, a boy named Johnny with dreams in his saddle, strings in his fingers, blues in his marrow, playing through the pain, the grief, the shadow. Hey Joe, where you gonna run with that sound of yours? Purple haze in the brain, lighting up the wars. The wind cries Mary through the strings of revolution. Jimmy's fingers on fire, burning down the institution. From the Chitlin Circuit to the English rain, a phoenix rising from the ashes unchained. With Noel and Mitch, the experience was named top of the charts, but it's not why he came. Hey Joe, where you gonna run with that sound of yours? Purple haze in the brain, lighting up the wars. The wind cries Mary through the strings of revolution. Jimmy's fingers on fire, burning down the institution. Monterey to Woodstock, a guitar got a sense. Electric Ladyland, where the soul never ends. But the stars that shine twice as bright, they say, leave the world in silence, fading away. Hey Joe, where you gonna run with that sound of yours? Purple haze in the brain, lighting up the wars. The wind cries Mary through the strings of revolution. Jimmy's fingers on fire, burning down the institution. in Maryland's fields, under the whip's crack, a child named Minty, paint upon her back, visions of freedom in her restless sleep, a promise to the Lord she swore to keep. Oh, freedom's guiding light through the darkest night. Moses leading her people to the fight. 13 journeys, 70 souls in flight. Harriet Tubman, a beacon so bright. A heavyweight throne, her skull did fracture, but it ignited a fiery rapture. God's whispers in her dreams, a path did show. To Philadelphia she was to go. Back she went, not just once, but 13 times, through secret paths and silent moonlit climbs. Oh, freedom's guiding light through the darkest night. Moses leading her people to the fight. 13 journeys, 70 souls in flight. Harriet Tubman, a beacon so bright. A beacon so bright. A scout, a spy in the Civil War's rage. Her courage and wit far beyond her age. At Combahee rate, her legacy was cast. 700 slaves freed, their chains at last unfast. In Auburn's quiet, her final years did pass. For women's rights and freedom she stood fast. Oh, freedom's guiding light through the darkest night. Moses leading her people to the fight. Across the river into the morning light. Harriet Tubman, our eternal guiding light. Oh, 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 oh. A beacon so bright. A beacon so bright.
From the heart of Senegal, under Dakar sky, a scholar rose, his vision cast so wide, with a pen in hand and history sold. He painted Africa in a story untold. Legacy in the sand, under the African sun. Diop's voice echoes till the day is done, uniting a continent with a past so grand. In every grain of sand, his legacy stands. In Paris streets, with wisdom to unfurl, he challenged the world, let his theories swirl. Ancient Egypt's children, black as the night, a truth so bold in the face of blight. Legacy in the sands, under the African sun. Diop's voice echoes till the day is done, uniting a continent with a power so grand. In every grain of sand, his legacy stands. Critics may argue, but his truth remains. In every African heart, shadow under 1880's glow. Marx emerged, a mindset to challenge the status quo. Studied law and philosophy. His spirit began to grow. With Engels by his side, a revolutionary show. Echoes of revolution, whispers of change. Through the pages of history, Marx's ideas remain. From the struggle of classes to the fall of the chains, a world reborn from ashes, his vision sustained. In Paris and London, his pen began to fight. The Communist Manifesto, a beacon in the night. Das Kapital unveiled capitalism's plight. A call for workers of the world to unite in their might. Echoes of revolution, whispers of change. Through the pages of history, Marx's ideas remain. From the struggle of classes to the fall of the chains, a world reborn from ashes, his vision sustained. Exiled but unbroken through hardship and pain, in the halls of the First International, his ideals reign. The promise of a future where equality would gain. A legacy of thought that forever will sustain. Echoes of revolution, whispers of change. Through the pages of history, Marx's ideas remain. From the struggle of classes to the fall of the chains, a world reborn from ashes, his vision sustained. In the shadows of Seattle, under rain's endless battle, a boy named Johnny, with dreams in his saddle, strings in his fingers, blues in his marrow, playing through the pain, the grief, the shadow. Hey!
From the chitlin circuit to the English rain, a phoenix rising from the ashes unchained. With Noah and Mitch, the experience was named top of the charts, but it's not why he came. Hey Joe, where you gonna run with that sound of yours? Purple haze in the brain, lighting up the wars. The wind cries Mary through the strings of revolution. Jimmy's fingers on fire, burning down the institution. Monterey to Woodstock, a guitar god ascends. Electric ladyland, where the soul never ends. But the stars that shine twice as bright, they say, leave the world in silence, fading away. Hey Joe, where you gonna run with that sound of yours? Purple haze in the brain, lighting up the wars. The wind cries Mary through the strings of revolution. Jimmy's fingers on fire, burning down the institution. From Leningrad shadowed streets, born to a world of strife. A soldier in a silent war, a life of clandestine life. He climbed the ranks, a quiet storm in a land of frozen dreams. From the KGB to Kremlin's heart, a leader unforeseen. In the rise of shadow, where power lays its claim, a nation under his watch forever changed its frame. From the ashes of the past, a new Russia he proclaimed. But freedom's light dimmed low in the rise of shadows game. Through economic highs and lows, the country reshaped, reborn. Against separatists and Western foes, a figure of both scorn and adorn. Annexations, wars abroad, the world watches on in awe. But at what cost? This path trod as liberty withdraws. In the rise of shadow, where power lays its claim, a nation under his watch forever changed its frame. From the ashes of the past, a new Russia he proclaimed. But freedom's light dimmed low in the rise of shadows game. A legacy of strength and fear, a world uncertain, cold as sanctions. Biden soldiers march, the story dark unfolds. Now whispers of dissent are quelled, the press bound in chains. As elections come and go, the shadow's grip remains. Through corridors of power, where once ideals might roam, now only silence echoes in the heart of Putin's dome. In the rise of shadow, where power lays its claim, a nation under his watch forever changed its frame. From the ashes of the past, a new Russia he proclaimed.
dim below in the rise of shadows game. In the rise of shadow, where power lays its claim, a nation under his watch forever changed its frame. From the ashes of the past, a new Russia he proclaimed. But freedom's light dim below in the rise of shadows game.
Born under the sign of freedom, in the waves he found his call. Had a straw, his fate's emblem, on the seas where dreams enthrall. From Dawn Island shores to the world's grand stage, chasing legends in the books of age. He's the king of freedom, sailing through the storm, with a heart unyielding in every form. Across the grandest oceans, under skies so wide, Monkey D. Luffy, with his crew by side. Against the odds through tempest fought, his spirit never bends. Empires fall and battles wrought, his will it never ends. With every fight a step to his throne, through darkest night he sails alone. He's the king of freedom, amidst the raging sea, a beacon of hope for you and me. In the quest for treasure and legends untold, he's the bearer of dreams in his hat of old. A straw hat's vow, a pirate's life under endless skies so blue. With friends and foes and joy and strife, to his dream he stays true. From East Blue Steps to New World's peak, the pirate king, it's him they seek. He's the king of freedom. He's the king of freedom. Yeah. He's the king of freedom. The saga rings far and wide, with the crew so loyal, always by his side. In the heart of the ocean, where mysteries unfold, Monkey D. Luffy, with his spirit bold, with his spirit bold.
Nobody in the live stream is it? That's crazy, man. Probably gonna be here for maybe another few hours. But hey, you guys should come in to the
Born in the
live.
heart of Michigan's realm,
I'm here
a curious
playing
mind
some crazy
in a
music.
world overwhelmed. Computers and magazines, dreams unfurl.
We have some of the craziest music on
Larry
YouTube right now.
Page ready to invent a new world. Innovators odyssey through the wires of destiny. Page rank to alphabet legacy. From Lansing to the peaks of tech shrine, a journey through the circuits of time. Stanford's halls whispered of fate. Would Sergey bring, he'd navigate the web's vast sea, a map redrawn. Google's light from their minds was born. Innovators odyssey through the wires of destiny. Page rank to alphabet legacy. From Lansing to the peaks of tech shrine, a journey through the circuits of time. Stepping down, but not stepping away. will sway. In the cold, a world reshaped, a vision no boundary can drain. Innovators odyssey through the wires of destiny. Page rank to alphabet, a legacy. From Lansing to the peaks of Tech Shrine, a journey through the circuits of time. He roamed across the land, saw injustice with his eyes, a young duck with a cause. Beneath the Latin skies, he witnessed hunger, pain, the poor's desperate cries, and with each step he took, his rebellious heart would rise. Che's revolution, a beacon in the night, a fight for the powerless in the grasp of plight. Against the chains of tyrants, he stood tall and bright. Che's revolution, with every breath a fight. In the mountains of Cuba, with the Castros by his side, a guerrilla in the making, with the vision wide. He fought for the people, with history as his guide, a new world to build, where justice wouldn't hide. Che's revolution, a story bold and true, a flame of hope for the many, not just the few. In the face of empires, his courage only grew. Che's revolution, to his ideals he stayed true. From the halls of power to the fields of Bolivia, his dream of liberation spread far and wide. Oh, but in the end a martyr, his legacy would thrive in the hearts of those he inspired to strive. Che's revolution, a legacy unbound, a symbol of struggle, where freedom's found. For a world of equality, his spirit resounds. Che's revolution, where hope and courage abound. In ancient lands neath eastern skies, where wisdom flows and valor lies, a general stood his insight keen on battlefields yet unseen. Son to his name through ages told, in tales of war and courage bold. With pen in hand he cast his art, a strategy to set apart. Master of war, in shadows cast, through time his whispers from the past. In every line, a lesson veiled, in every word a victory hailed. For peace, for war, for land so wide, his teachings reach both far and wide. Oh, sons who guide us through the night, lead us in the artful fight. of war not just as fight, but as a dance of dark and light. To know oneself and know the foe would guide the way the winds would blow. With minimal force, strike the heart. In silent shade, play your part. For victory lies not in the brawl, but in the minds of those who fall. Master of war, in shadows cast, through timeless whispers from the past. In every line, a lesson veiled. In every word, a victory hailed. For peace, for war, for land so wide, his teachings reach both far and wide. Oh, Son, to guide us through the night, lead us in the artful fight. Through warring states, his words did roam. In hearts of leaders found a home. A legacy so vast, so wide. A mastermind in time's great tide. Stir of war, in shadows cast, through time its whispers from the past. In every line, a lesson veiled. In every word, a victory hailed. For peace, for war, for land so wide, his teachings reach both far and wide. Oh, Son, to guide us through the night, lead us in the artful fight.
Building a new app today. So I built grocery AI, and I'm building retail AI today. It's gonna have some crazy features. Um, I created the Vercel boilerplate, and basically this is what it's basically gonna look like. It has some cool features. Like one of the features that is really insane is basically if you're if you're like an if you're like working at a Walmart, right? You could ask the AI where is something, and then it's able to tell you exactly where it is. And it's really useful because like if you're like work at like a Walmart or something like that, you could get like a million questions asked to you by people in the store every day, right? So it's actually pretty useful to be able to just ask it like and then answers you. So that's the main feature, and then there's like some other features. I don't know what happened to the music. What? It's the last song. It's crazy. Um, there must be an error. There's no way this is the last song. My songs never stop. So right now I'm installing packages from the package JSON file. So this is the package JSON file.
Born in Atlanta where the red clay meets the sky. A preacher's son with a fire in his eye. Michael was a name before the Luther took hold. A story of a struggle that was yet to be told. He saw the white only signs on the door and felt the sting of the system to his very core. But his father said, son, stand up like a man. And he started to build a nonviolent plan. He had a dream of justice, a vision of peace, praying for the day when the hatred would cease. From the Montgomery bus to the Washington Mall, he stood for the many, he stood for us all. With the power of love and the strength of his word, the most beautiful promise the world's ever heard. In a Birmingham jail, he woke from the heart that a threat to justice anywhere tears us apart. He marched through the shadows of the Selma Heat.
Not sure
with the
why
sound of freedom freedom in the shuffle of
taking
feet.
so long to
The
install
Nobel Prize
packages.
came for the peace that he sought, but the battle for the poor was the one that he fought. Through the threats and the wires and the FBI's gate, he walked through the fire and he walked through the lane. On a Memphis balcony, the sun started to set. The debt to the movement that we haven't paid yet. He'd been to the mountaintop, he's seen the other side. With nothing to fear and with nothing to hide. The bullet could strike, but the spirit remains.
It usually installs them for me. For some reason it didn't want to do it, and then I had to run it. Okay, I think it finished installing all the packages. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna copy this, and then it's gonna see that everything was installed. I was gonna say it was installed, but I think copying it might be a good way to do it.
Atlanta where the red clay meets the sky. A preacher's son with a fire in his eye. Michael was the name before the Luther took hold. The story of a struggle that was yet to be told. He saw the white only signs on the door, and felt the sting of the system to his very core. But his father said, son, stand up like a man. And he started to build a nonviolent plan. He had a dream of justice, a vision of peace, praying for the day when the hatred would cease. From the Montgomery bus to the Washington Mall, he stood for the many, he stood for us all. With the power of
Do you guys like the
and strength
songs?
of his word, the most beautiful promise the world's ever heard. In the Birmingham jail, he wrote from the heart that a threat to justice anywhere tears us apart. He marched through the shadows of the Selma heat with the sound of freedom in the shuffle of feet. The Nobel Prize came for the peace that he sought, but the battle for the poor was the one that he fought. Through the threats and the wires and the FBI's gate, and he walked through the fire and he walked through the maze. On a Memphis balcony, the sun started to set. A debt to the movement that we haven't paid yet. He'd been to the mountaintop, he's seen the other side. With nothing to fear and with nothing to hide. The bullet could strike, but the spirit remains. Breaking the spirit of the mental chains. Yeah. He had a dream of justice, a vision of peace, praying for the day when the hatred would cease. From the Montgomery bus to the Washington Mall, he stood for the many, he stood for us all. With the power of love and the strength of his word, the most beautiful promise the world's ever heard. The song of hope from the mountain of despair, his voice is still ringing in the morning air. Martin Luther King, the light in the dark, forever the flame, forever the spark, forever the spark, the dream, forever the spark.
In the heart of Harlem's nights, under spotlights tender glow, lived a voice that danced through pain, a tale of highs and woe. From Baltimore's harsh embrace to jazz's soft caress, Lady Day, with every phrase, wore her heart upon her dress. Lady Day's echo in the moonlight's soft gleam sang of love and sorrow in a swinging jazz dream. Her voice a bittersweet symphony in the night's embrace. Billy's song forever across time and space. Through the cheers and the tears amid lets the shadows fall. Her melody a beacon through life's tempest call. From a childhood of struggles to the Carnegie stage, her spirit unbroken, her voice the ages sage. Lady Day's echo in the moonlight's soft gleam sang of love and sorrow in a swinging jazz dream. Her voice a bittersweet symphony in the night's embrace. Billy's song forever across time and space. Remains in the halls of fame and hearts. Her music still sustains a lady of the blues whose life was a song. In every note she left us, her echo lingers on. Lady Day's echo in the moonlight's soft gleam sang of love and sorrow in a swinging jazz dream. Her voice a bittersweet symphony in the night's embrace. Billy's song forever across time and space.
Okay, so this is the
They
first
call it a
time
crisis,
I ran the
but it's older than every flag on
dev
earth.
environment for this project.
Before passports, we were footsteps.
So this is what it
Before
looks like.
borders,
See if it's
we were breath.
it's definitely responsive to mobile. So that's good.
Yeah. We've been moving since the dawn in the dust, from the shore to the storm, cause we chasing that must. Home is a heartbeat, safety is love.
Check if it's connected to Neon.
No one leaves easy, no one just
Well,
wants to
Neon
trade
doesn't have
their
any
whole
tables
life
as
for
yet,
room in the
so
mud. So say it with truth when you speak on
need
the
to
fight.
create
Immigration is like
the tables in Neon.
yeah. Back when the map was a myth in the mind, we followed the sun, we followed the sign. Trade routes, silk road, ships in the sea. Faith in the bundle, hope on your sleeve. Empires would pull, and wars would push. Families split when the border shook. And every generation got a chapter to tell. Some made it to heaven, some lived through the hell. Now the cameras roll, and the headlines scream. Like movement is new, like it's not in our genes. But the truth, the simple, let the record persist. We are a migrating species, that's the human gist. Now the planet turning faster, pressure in the air, drought in the fields, conflict everywhere. Some move for a paycheck, some move for
what I could use for the icon. Don't know if it's this little house thing, like it's like a shop.
Carrying trauma in veins, refugee asylum, IDP in the mix. Different labels, same fear when the siren hits. And migrants worldwide, hundreds of millions afloat. Not a trend, it's the error, it's the global tempo. So when you hear invasion, remember the math. Most people don't want to leave, something cut their path. Yeah. Push, caught on shadows, famine, collapse. A censor on speech, a soldier on tracks. Full job sites, calling cousins already there. A school for the kids, a safer air. And it's not just bodies, money moves too. Remittances sent back, keeping whole towns through. Hundreds of billions, families survive. A mother gets medicine, cause her son stayed alive. But yeah, real tension, real strain in the street. Housing gets tight, services feel the heat. So the answer ain't hate, the answer ain't fear. It's smart policy, order, and human care. Yeah, America's mirror. Look how it swings. Open hands, then fences. Welcome them rings. 1882 exclusion wrote pain and law. 1924 quotas carved the door with a saw. 1965 rewired who could arrive. The 96 enforcement grew sharp with knives. And in every era, the same old tune. They taking our jobs, they changing the room. But who built railroads, farms in the skyline still? Who stabbed the hospitals when the nights got real? Truth is complicated, don't let slogans decide. We can guard a border and keep souls alive. If you were born on one side of a line, you didn't earn a look, you inherited time. And if you cross an ocean with nothing but prayer, you didn't steal a dream, you just arrived there. We can name the fear, we can fund the plan, we can end the chaos without losing the man. Yeah,
No, I did.
without losing the man.
I actually was the one that did this, because
We've been moving since
I'm
the dawn.
concerned about sharing my personal environmental variables and stuff, and it's something that I struggle with doing. So I decided to turn it to make the screen look like this. I added an OBS Studio filter. So if I think it's attached to the display.
At the border side,
It's attached to the display. If I go to filters,
and walks through time.
I did it user defined shader. Man. So that's why it looks like this. But I was supposed to make it to where it only shows like that on certain screens. So I know it looks really terrible. That's why I think playing the music is good, so that you guys could listen to the music. And I think it's still good to be able to kind of just see the dream of what it is. Like,
Son of the island, as the story goes, from the hills of St. Anne to the trench tone heat, finding the rhythm
yeah,
on a
that's
dusty street.
I know, because the screen looks really bad. I know.
Peter, the teenagers rose.
I'm gonna figure it out, because I'm gonna end up making a crop area so that kind of still protects. But it's really just the environmental variables. Those are the main things that I feel like.
Fire starting in the middle of the night.
And sometimes I browse my entire thing. Like, for example, this is my recent. So this is my recent, and I have like in my recent I have getting emails for people like sign up and then use their emails right here. So like, for example, if I was supposed to go to my recent, because I keep all my tabs open, sometimes I just browse around, you would see all of my emails. So like, for example, that's why one of the reasons why I also decided to make my screen look like that. But I'm gonna fix it. I think the best way to do it is really just share one screen instead of, because I use shared display. But you could share like a specific screen. But I just like to just click share display, because it's just easier for me to share my entire display.
A voice for the poor and every nation. Even when the shadows tried to take his breath.
Oh, I know.
Music over fear and death.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna fix it. I think you're right. I'm gonna fix it and make it where you guys get to see.
While the roots
It does look really terrible, I know.
were gaining ground.
It's really good for demo and stuff. Like, if you're doing a demo, you might. Because I did a demo recently, and I did it like a portion of it at the large screen, and then the rest of it was good.
And a silent prayer from the state funeral to the legend goes. A story.
Yeah. So right. So I'm gonna fix it on maybe not today, because All right. Yeah, thank you. I created, all of these projects that I'm sharing. I have I have like a lot of projects. I encourage people to build. I got into building software because like what I went through. I went through some personal stuff, and it was what kind of put me in a place to where I decided to build. And I created so many stuff. It's really fascinating to know that somebody could do stuff like this. So it's really, I think, being like living, sometimes people don't understand, like, okay, you're a young person or you're an older person. I guess older people know how it works, but like a lot of young people might think it's just something that life is just a game and stuff. But like you could literally build some crazy stuff in your life that you would never thought that you could build. I like right now I created this archive and it's currently like 400 people. And the reason why it's 400 is because my Suno credits finished. I actually have 600 more that I actually needed to do because I created an extension, which I think it's a great thing to share. Let me see if I could share my extension with you since you're here. I'm gonna turn down my screen thing so that you could see how it looks. So if I go to filters, then shader, then I go to defaults. I think if I go to defaults, it's not gonna fix it. I have to, maybe if I click it like this, it's gonna turn everything back to normal. I think it should turn everything back to normal if I do that. Uh, I think it did it. I'm not sure if it did or not. Transitions. If I turned, if I did this, it's gonna turn the screen off. So if I did that, it's supposed to make it normal because I turned it off in that thing, filters. So I hope you're seeing. If you're seeing the regular screen, let me see. I'm not sure if. Okay, that's good. So I was gonna share with you the way I'm actually automating the topics archive to make it so much. So the reason why it's able to go to 400, because when I actually manually did the first 120, I think I had to copy everything. Like I automated portions of it, but it was like so hard to do it. Like you have to like create, you have to do everything like part by part. Like I think I showed before like the way it works. So as an admin in this website, I had to go to biography, then go to ingest, and it would allow me to fill out this form, which at one point I was totally doing manually. But like these are all the stuff that's currently in draft because I created like a way to make it almost completely automated. So now if I go to, which the first thing I usually do is go to generate. So this is where I would generate the song. And at one point I didn't even have the option to select. I had to generate it and do everything like manually copy and paste. But I created an extension in on a Google Chrome extension. And so now the way the extension works is that um if I go back to the biography archive, I could do a bulk. I could do a bulk Wikipedia. So Wikipedia has an API, so I could just paste the names right here of all the people that I want to do a bulk of, which it could go up to 1,000. It's actually powerful enough to manage 1,000 people at a time. See, it says industrial scale up to 1,000 names. You could fetch all of those with using the Wikipedia, and then you would just select the source, which is Wikipedia, and then you click start overnight batch. So that's what it was. It was supposed to do like 1,000 overnight, but my Suno credits finished, and I was able to bring everything up to 400, what 300 and something, and then um, so after I did that, you'd have to fetch it, which is what the extension does. So the extension fetches all of the drafts. The drafts are created when I do the bulk thing. It creates all of these drafts in the biographic archive. You see them. They're gonna come up in a few seconds because there's so many. So if I click one of these, it's going to fill out the form, which is right. This is Dolly Parton. She didn't get finished as yet. So this is almost finished. The only thing that's missing is actually just the Suno web audio URL. So that's the only thing that's missing. So if that was there, I could literally publish this. So that's literally all of everything is automated. So the entire thing is filled out through the Wikipedia blog thing that I showed you, and then the only thing it needs is the audio from Suno. So it fetches all of them. So I actually have 50 credits right now because Suno gives you 50 credits every single day. So it's great because I don't have my subscription is gonna get cut off or something because of some financial difficulties. But um, if I was supposed to show you how it works, I'm gonna show you exactly what works right now. I would click start, and it's going to do five because that's what 50 credits allows you to do, only five. So it's gonna add five more to my archive. So my archive right now is 406, and it's gonna go up to 411 after I publish them. Because I do a human in the loop part, so it's not going to do it automatically. It's just going to add all of the URLs. So right now you're gonna see it's basically going to fill out this form with the lyrics, and it's going to add the name of the song, and then it's going to process it using Suno, and then it's going to fetch the URL for the audio and put it back in the database. So if I go back to topics now and I refresh the screen and I click on and I'm gonna click on Dolly Parton, that's the one I just did. It's gonna show you that right now it has the her audio URL. So now it has her audio URL, and we could click save or create biography, and we go to view, and then you could see it renders her audio URL, her embedded music player. So everything, so literally, this is like you could do 100, you could do 1,000 of these. But the reason why I can't do 1,000 right now is because of um financial financial difficulties. But if I get it to 1,000, it will be insane. Even like 400 right now is crazy because these people are like influential people, and stuff like that. So I think it's a great project. I think my screen got frozen because of the 400 people, but I think it's gone now. So, but these are stuff that you could do, because of the AI. It's I think doing projects like these is is actually great because. But this is just one of my projects that I'm working on. Today I was trying to work on. I got this new idea today of creating a retail assistant. That's basically going to assist retail worker. Like for example, if you're like working at a retail like a Walmart, you could have this AI assistant that tells you where stuff is. So for example, if somebody walks up to you and be like, where is the towel where's the paper towel section, you could just ask the AI, and then it tells you because it's actually updated. Like for example, if the store is doing a remodeling, they could do like instant updates. They could do like instant updates and stuff. So it's never out of sync because their database is always out of sync because they have to manually update it, and not necessarily manually, but they have like time frames and stuff like that they use. But I think this is a great project because it's definitely monetizable because it's like business to it's enterprise, so it's like big business stuff, right? Like if you get like one Walmart, probably that's probably good for your business or whatever, right? But this is my new project that I think is going to be a great project, and I'm probably gonna build an MVP for this one. See, maybe something happens. I heard MVP is not even like I think a lot of people they think MVP is like something that it's minimum viable product. But the viable part, I think I was watching this one video with Dalton and Michael. I think it was back when we were doing YC videos, and they were talking about MVP and being like the fact that MVP. It sounds like okay, MVP is just something that you could demo, but MVP is not a demo. It is a viable. The viable part means that you're actually making money from it because that's what viable means, right? It's like minimum viable product. A lot of people think MVP is just like a demo or like maybe something that's in production but you don't have any customers, right? That's not viable, right? Because viable means that it's making money or something. So it's like so I'm gonna build this to wherever I can, you know, and then if that is what they want to call MVP, then but it's not really MVP in terms of the way you would think it. The total meaning of MVP is like okay, this thing is making money, so it's not gonna be MVP, but it's gonna be close. So right now I'm actually working on it in anti-gravity. So I had spin up the local dev environment for it. So that's why um so that's what it is right now. And I just need to continue building it out. So what I'm gonna do is I need to just gonna continue building it out. So I think I need to add the tables to Neon. So I'm gonna ask it, can you add the tables to Neon? So right now it's empty. The reason why it's empty is because Neon. I think it is supposed to be able to write stuff to Neon by itself without me having to copy it because it has access to the environmental variable, the Neon database URL. So I'm not sure why it's like I think when I use one point I know it does because it has that tool. It definitely has that tool and I was using ChatGPT, what they call it, Codex. Since my terminal environment here is still having trouble recognizing PNPM NPX, could you run this command in your working terminal right there? So it's not running the codes by itself for some reason, and it's saying that it wants me to run it. So now I have to no, I have to run it myself. So I had this one in dev, but I guess I could cancel the dev because it doesn't make any difference. I was I could have started a new I could have created a new command prompt tab and then I would have to bring it back to the same workspace. So that's why I just canceled that. So it's running the Neon migration. So it's gonna send all of the tables to Neon. But the music is crazy, I think like that project is it might seem simple, but it is a crazy powerful project. Oh crap! I totally forgot about I totally forgot about the the topics extension, the demo I was showing you. So basically, after it finishes, it takes 90 seconds to refresh and do the next one. It's like a cooldown period between them because you're doing like 1,000 archives, so it's like that could cause problems. When I did it the first time, it did cause problems. So there is a cooldown and some other guardrails to kind of help. So it did two. So it did Dolly Parton and Yoka Ogama, which is must be a Japanese person. So if I go to Seems like I signed out. If I go to log in, if I go to the second person, which is that Yoka Agama person, I would have to go to click on this. It when it renders on this screen, it freezes. Um, come on, it's gonna free. Okay, it's back. So if I go to there and it's gonna load all of those biographies for us. If I click on this second person, it's gonna fill out everything for her, including the audio URL from Suno. So now I could click create biography and then it creates her biography. So this is her song.
In the pages of the night, under the moon's soft glow, whispers of the heart, in the silence they flow. Story.
So some songs come out better than some, that's how it is. So this is let me see how Dolly Parton's song sounds because she's like one of the, like I don't know, Dolly Parton, she's like celebrity and everything. So let me see how this one sounds.
From the Smoky Mountains morning haze came a girl with her dreams ablaze, guitar in hand.
Yeah, some songs come out better than some. There was some really good songs recently. I think there is this one um person that came with a really good song. It's gonna freeze up again. See if we could just leave that screen. Uh, come on. Let's see. There was this one African lady, I think, that had like a really good song recently. And there is different, like two different versions of it. I think it's this one. Angelique. Angelique, if I go to Suno, you could hear it on Suno. Hear how it sounds.
Oh, in the heart of Benin, under the African sky, a voice rose, a spirit so high. Rhythms rooted deep in the earth, singing of freedom, of love and of worth. Angelique, yeah, Angelique Kidjo, voice of the wind, spirit aglow, from Africa's heart to the world's wide stage, singing for peace, love and courage. From the shores of our homeland to the global scene, mixing the old with the new, so serene. Jazz, funk, and R&B, a fusion so rare. A voice for the voiceless, showing how much she cares.
So I added four
A warrior for children, a UNICEF star. Her music a bridge,
I added four different tables using the migration script.
and pair the women with each note she sings. Angelique Kidjo, the queen of many rings. Angelique, Angelique Kidjo, voice of the world, spirit aglow, from Africa's heart to the world's wide stage, singing for peace, love and courage.
Okay. Yeah, so I think some songs come out better than some. Um, yeah, it is a good extension. Thank you. It is a really great extension. I did. I didn't even think it was gonna come out that well, but um, I realized that when you iterate on stuff, like when you try to fix the errors, and like you eventually it does work pretty good after you build it out correctly and everything. Like it's still there's still like small errors in it. So no, it does 5, so I have to stop. It only did 5 because I um so it did 5 for us today. So now if I go back to my thing and I finish the rest, I think there's 3 more people that I have to publish, because that's the only thing I have to do is publish them. So if I go back and publish them, then you would see my database now is back. Like it's gonna be even more. I'm gonna be like having more people finished, because if you go to the top, I think it's currently 400 and 407, 407. So if I go to ingest, it's gonna show you. So I did 2, so I just need to do these other 3, and then I'm gonna be like 410 or 11, I think. So this person, I think I clicked on there. There's an is create. So I just have to publish them. It's like everything is automated. That's why I was able to get it to 400 and something. And as you said, the extension is great. I think I'm able to clear the ones that I finished. So now you see it says 632 that's queued. That's like, I think that's like almost like about like $60 or 70, maybe like 50 or $60 in Suno credits, if I'm not mistaken. So it does cost money to do it. But if I get it to 1,000, I think the one thing with this project is like I'm not taking it seriously, because it's just music. A lot of people they think music is like dead and AI is taking over music, but I think like stuff like this is example of why music is still like viable. But one thing I need to do is like set up the URL to be a production URL. Right now it's the demo, not the demo, but it's the Vercel URL. So it's not like production. So like if somebody comes to this, they're gonna be like, oh, this thing is not in production. Especially developers. Like if a developer sees topics dash Vercel.app, they're gonna be like, this is not production. They're gonna be skeptical basically. But like I guess for regular people, they probably don't even know what it is. They're probably just like, okay, this is just a music website. Um, but yeah, this is right now it's at what 408, 409. So I'm gonna get it to 1,000. I just need $100 from somewhere to buy more Suno credits. But if I get it to 1,000, I think this is a really cool extension to use. It's really, and I could still add more features. He published to YouTube, but that's another story. I don't even want to do. But I think um maybe not publish it to YouTube. But there's a few more things that I could do with this extension. That would be cool. I think right now it does sync. There is a sync from library thing. There was like when I did the first migration, there's a few small errors in it that I was because of when I did it first time around it happened.
From the dunes so vast and wide, under the endless sky, came a sound both old and new, a cry that won't deny the desert's breath in every note, a guitar's gentle sigh, to Narrowing, the band of law, their spirit won't comply. Sands of time in every line.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. If I get this thing to 1,000, man, it's gonna be revolutionary. So one day I'm gonna do it. I'm not. I'm gonna build this thing, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take over the world with this project. Topics, music. It's a cool project. It turns musicians into music, and it turns anybody into music, not just musicians. Like there's I don't know if I played the Larry Page. That's the founder of Google. He has one of the best songs. I personally selected the song for him because I I'm into the startup culture also. So I was like, man, I have to make this one person as one of the best songs. So this is I think I played it before.
Born in the heart of Michigan's realm, a curious mind in a world overwhelmed. Computers and magazines, dreams unfurl. Larry Page ready to invent a new world. Innovators odyssey through the wires of destiny. Page rank to alphabet legacy. From Lansing to the peaks of tech shrine, a journey through the circuits of time. Stanford's halls whispered of fate. Would Sergey bring, he'd navigate. A map redrawn. Google's light from their minds was born. Innovators odyssey through the wires of destiny. Page rank to alphabet legacy. From Lansing to the peaks of tech shrine, a journey through the circuits of time. Stepping down, but not stepping away. Through alphabet dreams will still sway. In the code, a world reshaped. A vision no boundary can drain. Innovators odyssey through the wires of destiny. Page rank to alphabet, a legacy. From Lansing to the peaks of tech shrine, a journey through the circuits of time.
So that's Larry Page got a good song, man. I'm telling you, I personally selected that one. Where is it? No, it's not there. I think it was on the next screen. So I don't have because I need to do like related. So if for example if you're playing this you get related people. So, for example, you would see people like Bill Gates under this person, right? Because he's the founder of Google, so you'd see like Bill Gates and all these other tech people, Sam Altman, stuff like that, right? I need to do fix that. That's something that's easy to do because the database is already there. You so really just add in like that's real like real thing. I could add it right now if I wanted to, but I'm not doing gonna do it. Um, it is like for example these little tags on it. I don't have these tags are not like showing anything right now, but that's the way it would find these people. And like maybe if it's not like accurate or like it doesn't pull up enough people, I could add more stuff. But right now it does it by countries. For example, if I selected India, it would probably show you like there's a lot of people from India. Whoa, like man, like that's crazy. But if I selected, for example, if I selected France, probably gonna show you there's still a lot of people from France. If I selected Japan or Ghana, if I selected Ghana, you just see like two-person right now. But if I selected, um, there's in like it just has like a few countries, like 5 or 10 countries, not like much. But if I selected like Jamaica, for example, it would show you like Bob Marley, and these other people. So it's not like a lot. So I'm gonna eventually expand the countries thing to show you way more. Like, and then you could do it by national euros. So if I clear filters, you could select national euros, and it would show you people that are recognized as national euros or recognized as icons and stuff. Um, so those are only the two filters right now on it. But on the page itself, for example, if I was like supposed to enter a page, it was supposed to eventually show you related kind of people or whatever. But these are small features that I could eventually add to it. Um, see what it's. So I was asked in anti-gravity if it has a plan. So it created an implementation plan for us. So it's saying layouts and routes protection, and then retail dashboard, add dashboard page, add inventory management, put retail assistant chat, verification plan without login, attempt to access without logging in the middleware redirect. So it's creating like an implementation plan to get it closer to production. So I'm gonna say okay, go ahead because I'm not gonna like I built so many apps right now. I'm like so exhausted. I think ChatGPT should pay me for all of the stuff I built, like or not even ChatGPT, but all of these AI tools, because they can't just have people building stuff for them for free like this. It's crazy. It's not for them, but it's like they're the ones that influence us to build all of this stuff, right? Like we didn't ask for like just all of these software to build stuff like this. These were all just thrown on us as human beings, right? So these people need to compensate us for all of our time that we spent. And the worst thing is also like a lot of people could lose financial stability from this stuff because if you stay home all day just building stuff, you could become financially unstable. You could like lose like your financial stability because you're always just building stuff. Like a lot of people don't realize the dangers of this stuff. It's pretty dangerous because you could get addicted to it, and then you're not making any money because you don't have any users. Nobody's paying you. You're just building. I was thinking maybe some of my songs could go into supermarkets. Like for example, like a if you go to like a Target, they're always playing music right inside of the Target. Like maybe I could go to them and be like, man, I have all of this good music that I created. Maybe you guys should sign out. Maybe you guys should should check it out, right? And play some of these new music in all in the. But I don't know if they pay. I think they do pay to. you play those music, they would have some really good songs, man. I'm telling you. Um, Mark Anderson. This is a guy from Anderson Horowitz. Let's see how his song. I've never listened to his song. Um, I think I scammed over it. I think I skimmed over it first one at one point. Let me see.
In the heart of silicon dreams, beneath the digital sky, Mark undressing a vision so keen where the bits of data fly. From the hands that wrote Mosaic's code to Netscape's mighty rise, venture dreams in silicon seams under the California skies. Andreessen Horowitz in the valley so vast, funding the future, making the dreams last. From the web's first dawn to the Capitol's crow, Mark's journey is one where only titans go. From software to ventures under the tech world's sun, he shaped the internet, second to none, with a vision for the future and a knack for the win. Mark's story, a saga of silicon and sin. Through the ups and downs, in the whirl of the race, he stood firm with resolve in the tech world's embrace. From Mosaic to Netscape to the ventures grand stage, Mark Andreessen, a titan in the digital age.
Yeah, that one is not. Yeah, that song is not necessarily good, but it is okay. You know, it's not like as good as It's not as good as Larry Page's song. I guess the guy that created Google has to have the best song, right? I'm just joking, but yeah. So that's Mark Anderson's song. Anderson. So this is a guy that needs to fund my startups, but he's not. He's not. He's busy. He's busy wasting his time on all these other guys' stuff. But I have the best. I have the best startups, like hands down. Like the AI says, I shouldn't brag about. Like I shouldn't say I have the best one because that's not the way founders talk. Like that's not mature speak. Like, you can't say you have the best thing. That's like it's like you're not mature, right? You're saying you have the best thing, this that. But it's really true though. Like I have the best some of the best startups. Like even for this startup, Topics Archive, like even with the extension, I could automate the entire Bible. I was thinking that would be a cool project to turn the entire Bible into a song. So it would easy actually would be because I already have like 632, and I did like about 200 or 250 already using the automated system, so it does scale. And if I do the rest, like if I do 600, I would see, okay, this thing can actually turn entire um like large text into songs. And the way it does it is for the Bible. Bible has like different structure. It has like the Bible has like different like books, and it has like different parts. Like you have the Sermon on the Mount for like the New Testament, and then there have all of these different parts in the Bible, like these stories and stuff. So it's structured in a way that is actually easily fed into something like this to be able to turn all of those into music. Because I wouldn't turn the entire Bible into one song. It's gonna be turning into different parts of it into song in a structured way. So like for example, if I was supposed to do that, that would be free. That would be totally free because the Bible is free. You know, but you can't charge people to for that stuff. So the way it would work is that would be like a great litmus test of the concept, and then like even for like these are already good litmus tests, but it would show you like, okay, you're able to do that. So there's a lot more stuff that you could turn into songs. Um, it's infinite amount of stuff that you could use. So it's really a cool project. Turn anything into songs. Turn it's really what I call it was long form to music. So that was what I termed it as. You could turn anything that's long form, like a biographic story. You could turn anything into a song, but it has to be something that is long form. So that's so it's able to compress it into a song. For example, if I play um I think there's this person, I think Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman. There's so much people with that name, not with those three letters. So, for example, if you read the Harriet Tubman song, is it literally compresses her entire life story into a song, like word for word. Like for example, it says in the Civil War she was a scout and she was also a spy in the Civil War's rage. So this is actually true. If you read her biography, it tells you that she was actually like part of the Civil War and she acted like a scout or a spy, whatever. And even like if you read like it says um a heavyweight thrown, her skull did fracture. So this is true when she was a slave or whatever. She must have somebody must have thrown a heavy weight or like somebody must have hit her or whatever, right? And it says her skull did fracture, and it says but it inspired a fiery rapture because she was supposedly having these visions and stuff. So it's really crazy how it's able to compress an entire life story into a song. And then even it gives you like statistics. It says 700 slaves freed, and then it says at Cumber he is buried, her legacy was cast. So these are all like compressions of real life story into one song. It's crazy, like the way it did it. I'm still fascinated but it compresses long form content into songs. So it's really just a cool project. I'm really impressed by this project, even though I'm still not sure where it's gonna take me. But sometimes I think like building it out and stuff is just what it is, you know. But even like for this person, Ho Chi Minh, I think this is from Vietnam. This guy is like was a leader of Vietnam. Because I knew some of these historical figures before I created this archive. I read about this person. He used to actually work in a restaurant. I think I don't know if it's in United Kingdom or something, but or it was France. I can't remember where, but I think they have like this weird sign like he used to work here before he became like the leader of Vietnam and all of that stuff. It's crazy, but um, it's really an interesting thing, this project, So yeah, that's really good project. Let me see what his song sound.
In the heart of Vietnam, beneath the ancient banyan, stood a man of the soil with freedom's plan. From the streets of Saigon to Hanoi, serene scene, echoes of Ho Chi Minh in the land of the green. Through the rice fields, the spirit flies with every song.
Yeah, some songs are not some songs could actually be better. That's why I personally, it's because I'm not in the loop, because because I automated it. But if I was supposed to be in it, I would definitely make sure all of these songs are really good songs. But like you have to just leave it to chance. So they're all good songs. I think like it depends on like the kind of music that you prefer and maybe the vibe that you're in at the time. All of these songs are good songs because I didn't even listen to all of it. I think it's a great song. So right, let's see what's going on with this project. I need to run this. Need to run this. I need to approve this thing that anti gravity was asking me to do. So I classic next day is parallel root conflict. Yeah, stupid ass. So it made a mistake and it's acting like it wasn't his fault. Right. So I'm not able to get to that page because it's protected by the middleware. So that's how it should work. So so this is what it is so far. I had V0 did do the initial scaffold for me. And then I downloaded the zip and then I started working on it locally. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you how um I use Manus to set up my my images, so, and my icons and everything. So these are the icons right now. V0 gave me these placeholders. So what I usually do is I usually copy the copy. I do it like this. So I copy the path. So I copy as path, and then I go to Manus, and then I ask it to help me. So I'm gonna say called uh, so I need to get a design for my icon. I don't have any design right now. The only design is this little house thing that it decided to use. I might not change it, but I need to create an icon for the browser icon. And like this, because right now this is for another project I was working on. So I need to make it have its own icons and everything. And not that V0 demo icon, because that's not, I don't know why V0 does that. I think they should actually create real icons for people, but they just use their placeholder because they want to take credit for building for building the thing. So um please, so I'm not gonna give it that as yet. I was gonna paste those paths to it. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna ask it to help me to design. Maybe it's not the best person to ask to help to design the the thing. Maybe I should ask ChatGPT to help me design the So what I would have to do is I would have to usually, I guess maybe I would have to copy the front page. It's not going to show you everything, but I think it's the landing page. I think this is good enough information for ChatGPT to design and then it has all of these other information. So I'm going to say, can you design a logo? One one image or one one image. So let's see what ChatGPT creates for us for the logo. And then we're gonna feed that into Manus, and Manus is gonna turn that into all of the different images that we need and all of the different file types and everything. And then we could just download it as a zip file and replace all of the different placeholders. That's what I usually do. So ChatGPT created, no, it's probably doing something really stupid. Let me see. I can't remember what they said ChatGPT means. It means, I think it's general pre-trained transformers or some weird things. Generated pre-trained transformers or something like that. No, those are too much stuff. So stupid. But anyways, I could use this. I could use these images for different purposes. But these are not gonna be able to be used for the logo. I think this at the top could be used for the logo because this is supposed to be that thing that's at the top. You see, for these, like you can see, like for example, Gmail is just one letter, right? It's just M. LinkedIn is two because the space is too small for like a lot of stuff. So I don't know like why ChatGPT doesn't understand when somebody asks it for something, it doesn't listen. It creates images instead. For example, even for this other project I did, Ghost Tree AI is just one. It's just one continuous thing. Like it's just one letter inside of this bag. Because that's like it can't you can't have like so many different things on it. Because I'm not trying to create images. I was trying to create a logo. But anyways, these images are really nice, so I'm gonna take them and use them inside of the landing page or something. But ChatGPT doesn't listen. That sometimes I get so frustrated. So what I would have to do, I would have to crop the image myself or something. Like maybe I could just crop this part out or something, like, or even just crop. So crazy, man. So frustrating. This thing doesn't listen. So I need to um create a single for the single. But anyway, these images are really useful. So I'm really impressed by them. So I'm still gonna use them, but it's just not what I wanted. So now I told it create a single logo with no information to use as the browser icon. So now it's gonna create the right thing, right? It's creating the right thing. So this is what I knew it was gonna do. This is what it this is what we needed, right? So we just have to download this, and then I'm gonna upload this to Manus, and then I'm gonna tell it to do what I was telling you earlier. So I'm gonna click open, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy these icons again. Copy, copy as path, and we're gonna tell it. So it's going to create all of these for us. This is like so useful, like being able to do this so fast. So it's right now it's going to create all of these first. So it's going to create the um the SVG, is going to create the PNG, the icon. So all of these different things that's needed. Like that's how you see in grocery AI. It has if I go to the grocery AI app, this one, you see it has this. It also has if you go to the browser, it has that little browser icon. And if I Google it, also it comes up. So it's really useful when it does that. So Manus is gonna do all of that for us. See, it did it. So what we're gonna do is we could download them. We could download all of them, which is I think it's. I'm gonna ask it. Could you create a zip file? When it does a zip file, it does all of them in the zip file. So that's much easier for us to use. So download, and then once it downloads them, we could extract all, extract all. It's gonna extract the same place. And once it extracts all of them, we're just gonna copy them like this. Copy. And go back to this job where the VZ or placeholders were, and then paste. Paste files and destination. See, it placed all of them. So that's what I wanted to show. I think it's really like a really cool workflow. It's so now if I go back to the local host and I refresh this one. I guess I could delete this tab. Supposed to supposed to refresh, and it's supposed to remove the see. Maybe I should restart the dev server. See if we restart the dev server, that what's gonna happen. There was a 500 error for some reason. Not sure what that is all about. But localhost. Let me see. So it's supposed to, because I did replace in the open verb retail. Maybe I need to start a new tab. Anyways, I think that's just catch. If I go to if I go to private window and I can localhost, it's gonna it's still showing the it's still showing the wrong style for this thing, but it's okay. I think it's not. I don't know why it's doing that. But let me see. If I go to, I could ask the AI to help me to fix it. But it's really nothing, because I'm sure if I was supposed to create the GitHub and then the Vercel deployment, it's supposed to show up with the correct stuff. But that's like a small thing. I usually fix these stuff early because I know that if you make it go for too long, then it's gonna eventually cause problems later on, and you have to go back and fix all of them. So I like to fix them early so that it doesn't affect the stuff that we're making. But that's just a small thing that I usually like to do early. It's not really nothing. I'm not, it's still not showing up for some reason. Because I replaced all of those. I think it's because I used them before. As I said, it's really a small thing that I usually fix early when I'm building. So So this is what the landing page looks like, and then we still haven't created an account to sign in to see. But if I was supposed to create an account, I would like for example, if I created a test account, which I have like um I'm gonna create a test account. So if I could create an account, it's supposed to create an account for us in the Neon database, and then we're supposed to be able to sign in. Oh, I need to verify my email. What? Oh, it doesn't have a resend, is it? That's crazy. It also uses email verification, which I'm really happy that it does use email verification, because I think people should make sure their apps are protected. So make sure that you add email verification, make sure that you add all of that stuff. So basically that just goes to show you, like, it's building it the right way from the start. So I think all of these pages also are real pages. Well, most of them are, seeing that they're not necessarily pages, they're just like jump into the different part of the. So this is a page for itself. So this one is a page, and then API reference. It doesn't. It just takes you to a part of the docs page, and then the about page. There is an about page, a real about page. The blog page is obviously placeholders. I had created Open Blog recently, which is another project that I did. Um, so I'm probably gonna use that, and then careers page is about contact support page, same thing. Seeing that there is a problem with the contact page, so let's just fix this. So these are like small stuff that we could fix, but there's a lot of work to do in this app. It's really supposed to be a simple concept, an AI assistant for retail workers. So if you're in like a Walmart, you could, and somebody comes up to you, you could easily just ask the AI, where is this? And then it responds with the location based on the database that their store has. Um, it is a great app, but obviously, like most stores, they're not gonna want to give you their database like that. But I guess if they're doing a business with you, and so so I just did like a small fix, and it's saying I need to restart the dev server to apply that. All right, let's do that. And since it doesn't want to, it's supposed to restart the dev server. Okay. Can't resolve. Still not working. It's weird. I thought it said it that would fix it. Could see. Uh, but anyways, it's not still not working. So let's paste it again. See if it's gonna fix it this time. But these are like small errors and stuff that I'm working on right now. I still have to. There's a lot of work to do on this project. I need to. I need to npm install it. Okay, so npm install. npm install. All right. So I have to install. But I could have. Well, I suppose the npm install that specific thing or whatever, but it's want me to just npm install everything. Then npm dev. npm dev, I think it said I should do. So this is working now. So we continue. So that was contact, and then privacy page, and then there's terms of service, and I think I checked before I checked the cookie policy page, which was another page. It's like, so these are all pages that was part of the thing, and then we're not able to log in because of the email verification. And I would have to add resend because it's in local dev, so I would have to add resend and all of that other stuff to it, so it's able to send emails. So it's not able to send emails right now, but when I'm able to log in, then I would have been able to check more of the workflow to see how it works. So most of what we checked was like front end stuff, not really much with production stuff. Um, Powered by OpenVerb. So I don't know if anybody knows about my projects OpenVerb. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely um see what you're saying. Seemed like a few people came through what they left. Right. Okay. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm really happy that you showed up. And okay. Yeah. Definitely. I'm definitely gonna take a break soon. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm gonna take a break because of I need to prepare for work and stuff tomorrow. So yeah, this person is definitely correct. All right. So we'll see you in the next stream.